has to do with the passport application process. Actually, two questions, but we'll do it in order. The online process itself gets very, very challenging, and I'm sure you are aware of that. And I'm speaking for actually many people, to be frank. I mean, I get calls from out of state because we share our, challenges in the same way. We have a situation where it is a simple form. It's like 2-3 pages for even the visa application. We all do this, but anyway. So we have a situation where simple questions in itself, it's hard to even, complete and move to the next page for little technical glitches. And sometimes we are surprised that in this century, I'm not here to compare United States to Ghana, but the fact is some things have to be basic and they should, function just right. And so then you actually struggle your way through before you can get to the next page. Sometimes not. I've had cases where I've helped some people, and I'm talking weeks. We can't even push a simple application through because the system just doesn't allow it sometimes. And then the next day it'll work for you, and then it'll work for him, and then it doesn't work for him. I'm sitting here trying to renew my own Ghana passport, and sometimes I'm able to help some people. Sometimes it doesn't work for me. I got to a point where my IT guy in my office was trying, we couldn't even get through. Just trying to complete the Ghana passport application. I'm telling you, and then we talk friends from all over, and then some of them are saying the same thing. I went to Ghana in December at the airport, we were waiting, people were saying all these things. And we're like, why, you can't even just complete a simple application form? So it's just part of the headaches. And then another thing is, again, I'm not comparing the United States, but the fact is some things have to be basic and they have to just work right. We have a case where you can electronically sign your application and then that's it. But then we submit the application. If you get lucky and you finish it, you submit your passport picture, you upload it, fees and everything, and you still have to send the same documentation and an envelope. And so it's like, what is the sense if it's been uploaded and then everything is there, you sign it off, and we still have to send the same passport pictures that we uploaded, send the same passport application that we just, mail it to you and submit it. So we are like, do you guys actually have the space for all these things? Really? Because in some instances, we do volumes of items here where we don't have to do all that. Okay, so we just wondering why would we have to go through all this, redundancy? Okay. That's number one.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Let me quickly address it. Your question is just like many people they ask. But what we should know is that it is a security document. And it is for your security and it is for Ghana's security. Look, my good brother, I am a witness to the application for Canada. I personally, I'm sorry to say that I lost my daughter last 2 weeks on her way to me in New York. She had a shock in the flight and she died instantly.
Oh dear, so sorry.
Yes. And they had to quickly land at Canada, Halifax, for the doctors to attend to her. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it. So it's my duty to go to Canada and then make sure that I read for the repatriation of that my daughter, about 16, 17-year-old girl. I tried my best as a Consular General. I couldn't do it. My director did it, he couldn't do it. We just happened to be at their end. It was even difficult for them. So I was saying, so with all these things, we people are complaining that ours is very hard. No. Why? My brother, they will ask certain questions which even you in person might have even forgotten that this is the information that they need. But all the same, it is a computer issue. Garbage in, garbage out. It is computer. This was not just because I am an IT person. It is an information that the computer needs. And if your name is Kojo Menu and you start typing it, that is at the first page, you've got about 6 pages. And in the process, the Kojo Menu, you do it Menu Kojo somewhere, definitely you'll be locked. You cannot go ahead again. If you are putting a date of birth, and then you do it May 10th, 1970 something, and then at certain point when you are supposed to confirm, and you all know the way we do our passwords and then everything. These are some of the checks that we have. And there are some people too, the moment they start and they are very diligent on the filling of the form, within some few minutes, they go through. Yes, we do understand the hassles. And rightly, you said some people will do it today, they get it, the following day somebody will do it. Yes, it's just because the people who started it did it rightly and you did not do it. You see, we cannot just...
I'm not trying to catch you up. What I'm saying is, I'm actually helping people out.
Sorry, please.
You know,
Let us...
So, and I can't even get my own information right.
Yes,
You know.
yes. You'll be surprised that somebody can sit with you and you in person thinking that what we are doing is right. After all, we've all been to school. Whatever the teacher asks you, you know you are writing, and you know for you, you know it is correct. And you did your pass mark. Before you realize your instructor or somebody will tell you that no, all what you wrote was that. You see, it is a computer, just like what the director said. Please, let us be patient on it and do work on these very documents. At every point in New York, every day we receive as many as about 100 applicants coming to the office. At least every day we are able to handle about 50 of them. And they all go through the same process. Yes, you'll be meeting people, you'll be hearing people complain that it was difficult here, it was difficult here. The moment you tell them that, okay, if that is the issue, do it this way. Before you, oh, when I did it this way, it is because I realized later that it was this information that delayed my moving forward. So, my brother, we do listen to people, and at any point we try to make changes even to some of the questions. This uploading that we are talking about, you can upload it. At times, if we do not get an additional passport, the uploads will even not tell you the actual person who is even doing it. But there are some that are very clear. When it comes and even the passport is there, you can easily put in and say, ah yes, this is a true. That is why those things happen. Look, there are some people, when you see their documents and they mail to you, it is difficult even for you to get back to them. The telephone number that they will give you, you will call, and especially those of you who are here, you will call him. At that point, he will be in his office or at his workplace. And in most cases, you people don't even use phones at your workplace. So the time that we will have to call him or her, he may not be there even to respond. And we are dealing with many people. So somebody say, oh, but these things happened, I didn't see anything on my phone. But we have called. At times we will leave message, and some people will even have their message this in phone without even getting the messages that are coming. You see, let us try to make sure that it is our personal documents, and the government is doing everything possible to make sure that it is easy for our people to acquire some of these documents. So yes, you can't have 100% document for everybody, but let us try to be patient, do it. That is why we have got some colleagues you can call. At times it's difficult. Some people will also be calling in our office for direction, and it's difficult because the whole system is also choked. One person, previously it was the system that was even answering some of these questions. And if a computer is answering a question and maybe you should be able to explain further, the machine will tell you that I don't understand you, you can repeat it. And you'll be repeating, you will just get bored and then decide to stop it. But now, especially in New York, we've got somebody who is sitting on the desk. Some of these direct questions, they try to answer. And one unfortunate thing is that the person who is answering, somebody will just tell him that, oh, then wait, try now you're failing. The person would like the officer to help him or her out to fill the complete form, which is not going to be possible. You understand? That is why the whole thing is there. You take time, read it, and even on the computer itself, We've got some places where you can do your question and answers at the same time automatically, and at times you can. So my brother, I understand where you are coming from, but do not let us throw our hands in despair that everything on it is, excuse me, bogus. It is relevant. It is helping many people, and if you look at it, we are helping as many as about 97% of the people who go onto our website and do their application.